Hey, plumbing bros, welcome to Potty Talk Live, where we take it into the trenches, the crawl spaces, basements, kitchens, and baths, all around this big, beautiful world of ours, and talk to plumbing professionals just like you. Hey there, I'm Richard Behney, the $1 Million Plumber, showing you how to make the money you're worth with your plumbing business and how to get your butt out of the truck and into the life that you desire, all right? Freeing yourself from the bondage of simply owning your job to having a powerful money-making machine, creating a legacy of wealth and security for you and your family. This is Potty Talk Live, and you are in the Plumbing Business Success Zone, where we have a great episode for you today. Hey man, we got a cool cat all the way from Oakland, California. All right, and this guy is a cool cat because not only is he's a plumber, all right, and not just a plumber, but a plumbing business owner. And not just a plumbing business owner, but he's an inventor of a tool, a must-have tool that each of us must have in our plumbing bag. All right. So we're going to bring him on here shortly. Okay. I've been looking forward to talking to this guy, and it's been fun. We're talking to him before the show. Yeah. The guys over here saying he was fun. This guy's got it. Hey, did you get the cool cat up there? There we go. Because this guy is a cool cat. Okay. We got a cool cat on here. So we'll have him on here in just a moment here. Hey, want to welcome you to Potty Talk Live. Potty Talk Live is an internet talk show for plumbing business entrepreneurs, all right, just like you, where we talk not just plumbing, but the business of plumbing, all right, the business of plumbing. And we got a business man on here shortly here. So you're gonna learn some business stuff. So stick around because he's going to have some nuggets of gold. And over here, I just noticed the lovely Laura's in the house too. Hey, baby. All right. Hey, you going to stick around? Watch this cat? Yeah. All right. This is a cool one here. All right. There we go. What do we have here?
That's Vincent.
Is that Vincent? Man, the guy's not. Well, he's a good looking. Can I say this? He is a good looking dude. Man, he's a good looking guy. Staying in shape. All right. Okay. I think right there, I think there's a nugget of gold right there because he is. I think he said he is a little older. You can't really tell because he's in shape. All right. But obviously, he does some stuff here to kind of keep himself in shape. So I think there's a nugget of gold out there already right there for us, all right? Because that's how winning is done. So I imagine we're going to hear something about that, all right? Hey, but I got something. Hey, you're a winner, all right, for just being here. Talk about winning, just for being part of this episode here. I have something for you, all right? My free, all right? It's free, keyword there, F-R-E-E, all right? My e-booklet, the 7 must knows to be $1 million plumber. I have it for you. These are 7 must knows, 7 principles you got to know to be successful with your plumbing business. And it's free to you. Simply go to www.themilliondollarplumber.com/7 and get your free e-booklet today. But right now, let's bring our cat on here. We got Mr. Vincent Long. Okay, he's owner of Long's Plumbing out of Oakland, California. All right.
How are you?
A little farther west than where I'm at here. All right. We love our Okies, but hey, we got a cat from Oakland, California, and the inventor of the DoubleNut Driver. All right, we're gonna hear about that. Hey, Vincent, you ready to rock Potty Talk Live?
I'm ready to rock it. Thanks.
All right, man. Hey, how you doing?
I'm fantastic. Really
Well, you looking fantastic. I think we know why now.
What?
Well,
oh yeah, a lot of yoga.
What are you doing there? We put up a shot of you. You're out there, I think, maybe with your dog, maybe doing some stretching or.
Yeah, I love getting outdoors, hiking, running, fishing, camping. That was one I love doing yoga. It's almost mandatory for me. I have a fused vertebrae, so it really helps out with stretching. Yeah, just love getting out there stretching and running around with the dog.
Oh man, okay, you're my hero, brother. All right, I gotta because I love it. Hey guys, we're talking with Vincent Long. Not only is he a plumber, just like the rest of us, okay, but he's also a plumbing business owner. He's an inventor, okay, and looks like he's got his life together. He's doing the things to keep himself physically fit and looking good, looking sharp, like we all want to. But maybe we don't all necessarily do the things that need to be done here. So. Man, that's cool stuff here. So tell us, let's get into the plumbing stuff. So, how'd you get into plumbing?
Well, actually, I started out in doing concrete work, and it was just like real heavy. And the guys that did the plumbing, I went to high school with one of the guys. He said, "Hey, come over here, help us out in the ditch over here." So I got in the ditches. I started learning what a quarter inch to the foot was. Paydays on Friday, and I was with it.
Sound familiar, guys?
The third part I don't want to say, but so as I got into as an apprentice, my teachers took a liking to me, and when during my apprenticeship, my current employer went out of business, so I went to work for one of my teachers through my apprenticeship. And I was over in Silicon Valley doing a lot of the stuff when Silicon Valley boom, back in the 80s. Giving up my age, but yeah, back in the 80s.
Okay, and we come from the same era.
And the drive was kind of long, and then I had little jobs going on the side. So those were getting kind of busy. I said, "Hey," my boss called me in. I said, "You give me 100%." I was running 3 crews at that time,
yeah.
And it was a little bit taxing trying to get home and take care of my customers. So he called me into the office and told me, "Hey, you do this again, I'm going to have to fire you." And I said, "Don't worry about it. It'll never happen again." I quit. And since then, a year later, within a year, I got my license, and within 2 years, I was hiring his guys.
Yeah.
So it was pretty exciting. I grew to 10 trucks within 5 years.
All right, so you got it done. Man, the story sounds so familiar, brother. Man, it's amazing. You guys out there, does that sound familiar? That's what we hear. A lot of guys. You kind of start doing some side stuff and all that. You realize you can do it, and just
yeah.
And then we jump into our plumbing business.
It's not easy.
Yeah.
A lot of management
here, because you're a plumbing business owner, and we got a lot of plumbing business owners that watch and listen and look for nuggets of gold. What was something that surprised you when you just totally got into starting your plumbing business?
Well, fortunately enough, I had a management background at an early age. I was a manager at the Oakland Zoo, so that gave me a lot of experience carrying on into another business. And I find that a lot of people in plumbing, in any business, it's that management part of it. You really got to know your books. You really got to know where your money is. You really have to know how to talk to your employees. That Amen, communication brother. Is really, really, really important. So knowing those things, communication, open lines of communication, always kind of like getting to know your people, getting to know your crew, getting to know your customers, all those things, listening to the customers, everyone's different. So you have to have a different ear for everybody, and everybody has to kind of have, has their pet peeves and idiosyncrasies, and you have to be able to talk to them on their level so that you could bring them along with you.
Oh man, huge stuff there, Vincent. Hey guys, listen, Vincent just laid it out, not just one nugget of gold, but there's a whole, I think we just hit a shaft of gold right there on that, because there's a lot there. It ain't about the plumbing. We say that it ain't about the plumbing.
No,
it's about the business side of things. And hey, we're here with, if you're just joining us, we're here with Vincent Long, owner of Long's Plumbing out of Oakland, California, and inventor of the DoubleNut Driver. And we're going to get to that, how he invented that product and what that's all about here. But hey, I just want to let you know, if you want to know more about what Vincent's talking about and other aspects of growing your plumbing business, okay, like making the money that you're worth, and having your customers pay you what you're worth, and even asking for more, how to find the right employees, all right, and take care of those employees, just like what Vincent's talking about. But not only finding them, but having them knocking down your door, all right? Employees that were in the other plumbing business now are coming to work for you, all right? How to make that happen, how to get your butt out of the truck into the life that you desire, and so much more with running your plumbing business. I can show you the way, all right? Simply go to www.themilliondollarplumber.com/coach and schedule your free 30-minute consultation with me today. I look forward to speaking with you. All right, Vincent. Hey, so let's get to all right, you're running your own plumbing business, okay? You're doing all that, and you're succeeding. What was the aha moment when you came up with this tool?
Well, I used to put together a lot of trees for Silicon Valley before they put them in the building. So I pre-built all the plumbing trees in the shop. So I had a lot of experience putting all these fittings together, and then so when I went into the field with my cast iron, it was like, these puzzles are coming together so fast, tightening up these no-hub bands was slowing me down. So I always left that for someone else to do. And
Of
nothing
course.
would, hey, if I tighten, you could guarantee there would be a leak because I just didn't tighten them sometimes. I said, everybody go behind me and tighten up everything and make sure everything's torqued down. So I found that those guys were, not always getting them perfect. You'd have a few crimps, you'd have a few leaks, but it was just the time that it takes to go 1, 2, 1, 2, back and forth and back and forth. You have to do it. And I said, if we could just tighten these things up simultaneously, we'd be in and out to the next.
That's
And
right.
it's always like you always wish you had a third hand sometimes, because you're holding that fitting, you're in a ditch, you're on a ladder, and you're going like, geez, I gotta, it's can get to you. And that's one of the most time consuming parts of putting cast iron together is tightening up the no hub bands. So,
And
hey,
that's why I love you, brother. I got to cut it. That's why I love you, because again, not only you're a plumber, okay, you got in there, you did well, just like you said, you're, as you're learning, your instructors liked you, so obviously you're doing the work. I mean, you're getting in, you're getting the things done, you're working, you're running other crews, you're starting to do your own thing, and there's so much going on that finally you quit. So you start your own plumbing business. You're doing that. Then you actually see, that you need a solve for a problem. Okay.
yes.
And so you took the next step, and then just think about it. A lot of us guys will just be, well, we think about it and we have ideas, but we just don't do anything about it,
Yeah.
So how did you go from having the idea then to actually, creating the product, the tool?
Oh, well, what I would do is I would order gears, these little miniature plastic gears, and I'd put things together. And it's something I've always done since I was a kid. I took apart my mom's toaster when I was 11 years old, and I said, "Oh, I can fix this." Don't throw it. So,
Right.
I was always a tinkerer. So I started just studying what parts I could put in this to make it work. So I took apart other tools. I said, what makes these gears work? What drives this tool here to make me take it apart and say, oh, there's a gear there with a nut, there's this magnet, there's these sleeves, all this and that. And so I said, okay, I'm going to make it. And I actually made it out of copper. And I bent the copper. I got some 3/8 nipples and I got little drivers and put them in there. And I said, it made it work. It was rough.
So you figure things out. You just got in there.
Plumbers do that. So that's what we do.
Right. So you took your mechanical ability. I mean, you don't have an engineering, did you go to university for engineering or anything like that?
Well, not in this lifetime.
Right.
But I worked closely.
You took the skills you had and you figured it out.
Yeah.
Was there anything in you? I know that, sometimes we can, we start something, we think, who am I? Or, oh, I can't figure this out. Or, I'm a little scared or because I don't know all the steps. I mean, did you just kind of take it? Were you scared?
I feel there's nothing I can't figure out.
Yeah.
I just do it. When you put your mind to something, you just do it. And my mind just said, this is something you're going to do. There wasn't even 3D printing when I came up with this idea. So It was like, I studied mechanical things, and before I even met with mechanical engineers. So I knew what I wanted, and I actually had to say, okay, I had one mechanical engineer I was talking to was not face to face. He was in Oregon, and he did a nice prototype for me. But the next guy I said, I got to be in front of this guy. He's got to see what I see. I want him to know what I know. And not to say he doesn't know more than me, because he does, but in putting this tool together, I said, this is what it's got to be. This is what and we work together, and we still work together. And we've got a prototype that's working, but we're moving forward into getting mass production done now.
That is so cool. Guys, if you're listening here, hey, we're here with Vincent Long. He's a plumber. He's owner of Long's Plumbing, but he's also the inventor of the DoubleNut Driver. Found a solution for an issue, and then created this tool from nothing. Okay, had to go through that whole process. Is not doesn't have an engineering background like the rest, and just didn't know the whole process. Just figured out as he went. And man, that is so cool. and so that you've done that. So how long did it take you to get from when you actually started, you came up with your prototype to having a product now that you can package and you make available to us?
Well, the timeline went kind of like this. I got my patent in 2009, but at that point, everyone was like very slow. The construction was down.
Right.
People were selling their trucks, basically their livelihood, just to put food on the table. So that gave me the opportunity to really be a study, actually. So as time progressed and I had my working prototype, then I went from there to making that even better. So the timeline that it took just over the last 12 months have been really condensed, because I wanted to wait till the time when the economy came over the hump. Because what I have, I mean, everybody, if you go into a supply house, you ask for a nut driver, they say, what flavor? Is 3/8 or 5/16?
Right.
Everybody knows what they do with the nomenclature of plumbers. Nut driver, no hubbands. So when it came to the point in time where I said, now's the time, it was like, now's the time. It came to marketing. It came to social media. It came to the mechanical engineer. I said, everything's getting ready to come together now. And I kept this so close to the vest, because when you say DoubleNut Driver, what goes off in a plumber's mind? You would think 2 nut drivers. So I didn't even tell anybody what the name of it was. So it really was, to me, top secret until I was ready to bring it out.
That is so cool. Hey, what I love hearing that, and guys, there's again another shaft of gold that Vincent just laid down for us, just in the timing. It didn't just happen overnight.
No.
What I hear, Vincent, is you weren't discouraged, even during a bad time. For those of us, that went through the 09, 08, 09.
Oh, yeah.
And those were down times. And being in business, we just holding on, doing that kind of a thing. So you use that. You didn't look at that as, oh, this isn't going to work, or, isn't out there. You actually, if I heard you, use that time to even learn more and double down.
Double down.
And what you were doing. You took advantage of that time.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
That is so cool. And is it? Well, the lovely Laura has a question for you, Vincent. She asked, "Is it patented?" And
it is patented.
Yep.
Yes, it is.
So
definitely
a lot of
patented.
us, I would be on that process. I was thinking, I don't know how to do a patent. I hear about that kind of stuff. Did you already know, or did you figure that out?
I went through a company to get the patent, and fortunately enough, actually at the time, because it was a downtime, they were trying to market it for me. And no one was biting at the time. And because it was the down economy, as I said, people were not buying tools.
Right.
So their commission expired, which I'm quite glad of, because I say, hey, now I know I can do this myself. And that's what I did.
That's just some time. What happened there is you got enough time and down the road and built confidence and all that, and then realized, I don't need these other boys. I do it myself.
Exactly.
Right.
You got to be a study. If you want to do something, you have to get in the books. You have to do your internet searches. You have to be ingrained in whatever it is you do, whether it's getting your plumbing license, whether it's getting your insurance license, which I actually have to, or whatever. You have to be a study of your trade or whatever it is you want to do.
There we go. Another huge nugget of gold for us, guys. With that, it's just being a study. We'll just take those words, right? Being a study of what you're doing, and you don't have to learn everything overnight. This isn't a cram session, right? I mean, this is just you just bit by bit, bit by bit. Man, I love it. So let's say why is this a tool that we all must have? Let's give us a quick tell us why must I have this tool in my tool bag?
Well, okay, we went from a nut driver. Well, this is a 4-in-1, 6-in-1. We all messed these up, right? So tightening up those bands. We go from a nut driver to a nut driver on a drill, which still is back and forth and back and forth.
Yes, it is.
4 movements. Those 4 movements are now done in one.
I know.
I don't know if I can turn this around here without dropping everything, but that one movement. Let me get it on there. tightens up those bands simultaneously.
There we go.
Okay.
All right.
And now you could see this live at on my DoubleNutDriver.com.
All right. That's what. Let's get that. How can we see this? What was that?
DoubleNutDriver.com.
DoubleNutDriver.com. Let's get that. We'll get that up on the screen. Have that rolling here.
Yeah.
As well.
So what the DoubleNut Driver does is this: one squeeze of the trigger, you've got 2 nut drivers moving simultaneously. That does the coupling in 1/3 the time. It's the most effective way to tighten up no hub band couplings every time. Every time.
There we go. Well, it's definitely be in my bag. Well, I don't have a bag anymore, but it would be in my bag.
You're lucky.
It would be a must-have. We all have the guys. We all have those tools that are just there to just make things quick. And I mean, this is one of these things that you should have. You're dealing with that kind of a thing. Even just the concern, how I think of it, Vincent, an issue that I would have, not that I'd never had a leaking, no hub, but I'd get one side too tightened, just getting going quick, and the other side didn't tighten down enough, or I torque the one in too much, and the other, that kind of a thing.
Oh, yeah.
So this does it's an even compression.
Yes, indeed. Even compression.
Not only just the easiness, the quickness of it, but just, oh man, cool tool, man. Cool tool. Guys, you got to go. What is that? What is that here?
That's the DoubleNut Driver.
There we go. Okay, let's get that. Yeah, get a good.
This is the prototype. Now, this is much sleeker now. It's much lighter, but you got to get to the subscription to get the newsletters, the emails, and we'll keep you abreast of our crowdfunding campaign that's coming up. So hey, this is basically a tool made by a plumber for plumbers, and we're going to go through this crowdfunding campaign, and through that campaign, you're going to pre-order this tool at a very inexpensive price, 60% off the retail.
And that's good. The crowdfunding thing is a cool thing. Mm-hmm. Hey guys, let's help a brother here, a fellow plumbing brother here, just one of us. A cool tool. Okay, it's something we all can use. Everybody get on this. Go to DoubleNutDriver.com. Let's get on that subscription. Let's be part of that crowdfunding campaign. We'll get the tool. That's a cool thing. Even just getting off 60% or whatever is there. But let's support this. Get this out. This is a way to get one of us, a small guy into a big guy. Okay, this is how we get past the big corporate stuff that kind of holds the power and that kind of stuff. That crowdfunding is a great way of doing that. So let's support one of our own with this.
And just wanted to mention that all the bands, this width is the same, so it works for many different bands. There's no difference between the 2-inch, the 3-inch, the 4-inch, and also the 4 bands. It offsets each one of those 2 on the 4-band coupling.
A great tool, guys. Great tool. Let's support this. Again, let's go to DoubleNutDriver.com. Get on the subscription there. All right. I'm even pointed out here. What are you pointing out to? Adam has a question. Can we bring Adam's question up? We got a question here for you.
Do the bands have to be the same length before starting the drill?
So do the bands have to be the same length before starting the drill?
Coming out of factory, the bands are already preset. So when you tighten them up, they're already at a preset length. So unless you've already fooled with them, you just put it on there one time and they tighten them up perfectly.
There we go. There we go, Adam. All right, let's go to DoubleNutDriver.com. Let's get on that subscription. Let's be part of this crowdfunding effort here. Let's help a fellow plumbing brother. Let's get one of our own out there. This tool is great, something we all need anyways. Mm-hmm. And let's be part of this here. So also, what do we have? We have another question?
Yeah, how much is it going to be once it's marked?
We're getting a question, Vincent. How much do you project it to be once it hits the market?
Well, I kind of want to keep that a surprise until you get to the crowdfunding.
I get that, right? That's part of and I get that. That's part of the market. So
that's part of the marketing. If you can't, we have a sequence going here. Mm-hmm. What I can say is this: early bird specials. We do want to give away about 300 of these between now and the end of the crowdfunding, which will be by the end of the year. We have sweepstakes going on right now. Anybody that comes and subscribes to today and tomorrow, they're going to go into our sweepstakes. So everyone from the show today, we're going to be giving away drawings, several of them throughout the year. It will be less than $100. I can tell you that much.
There we go. All right. That's good. And so
I'll tell you that much.
Hey, you don't, when your customers call and ask you how much, we don't tell them how much it is over the phone. We want to get out there. We want them to see all the information, get all the education,
Exactly,
right?
exactly.
Let's get, because then you value it, then you know why it costs what it costs once you understand all the value. So, but the bottom line is you get in on this, you know, the crowdfunding thing. Not only are we helping one of our own, but you're getting a deal from that anyways. That's part of the kickback from being part of that crowdfunding, right?
Exactly.
So, and fun. So, man, cool stuff there, guys. Let's get behind this. A lot of fun. One of our own, a needed tool. I just love it. Again, we're with Vincent Long, owner of Long's Plumbing, out of Oakland, California. Not only is he a plumber, licensed plumber like us, but, plumbing business owner, and also now an inventor, actually came up with a solution to a problem that saves time and money for us. Okay. And then he's bringing it to market here. That's DoubleNut Driver. Go to DoubleNutDriver.com and let's be part of that action there. Get on that. What'd you call it, Vincent?
Which is the DoubleNut Driver?
Yeah, the crowdfunding. Get on that sequence there. So yes. let's do that. So hey, Vincent, man, great stuff there. Hey, before we let you go though, okay, we got a cat here who's been around the block, done a lot, okay, seen a lot. So let's get one last nugget of gold here from you. What's the best advice that you've ever been given that you'd like to share with everyone? Wow.
The best advice that I had probably came from my dad. I had already basically built a company that was thriving. And he said, you've done that. You built that. You did that. What's next? What's next? You got this patent. You better make sure it comes to fruition.
Love it. Don't give up. Don't stop.
Never give up. Never stop.
Don't be satisfied.
Your dreams come true.
There we go. Love it. Love it. What a blessing to hear that from your father.
It's like he never stopped pushing me in the right direction. When I was a manager at the zoo, I had the opportunity to have a desk job with a suit and tie, and I thought I was fly and this and that. So he said, you know what, the owner of the bank manager doesn't make that much money. I said, okay, I'm going to go dig some ditches. But, it all paid off because of his guidance. And, I appreciate that. Those nuggets, he always had the smallest things to say that were really big.
Oh man, what a legacy! What a legacy! Great advice, and Vincent, just a great product. Love your story. And again, hey, we're with Vincent Long, owner of Long's Plumbing out of Oakland, California, and inventor of the DoubleNut Driver. Go to DoubleNutDriver.com. All right, become part of the crowdfunding campaign there. Let's get the support, get behind one of our own. Hey, we'll get a tool here that's at a great savings just for being part of that. Okay.
Yes, indeed.
So we'll help take it to market and be part of, in a way, we'll get to be part of Vincent's legacy, So cool. We'll do it together. So,
yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Man.
Vincent, thank you so much for being on Potty Talk Live. It's been a lot of fun. I've been looking forward to.
Well, thank you for inviting me. I mean, I was been really looking forward to speaking with you too, and you're a great host. I love your shows. I love watching you.
Well, appreciate the kind words, man. We're going to keep in touch. All right.
We definitely will.
All right. Thanks, Vincent.
Thank you very much.
All right. All right, there we go. Vincent Long, owner of Long's Plumbing out of Oakland, California, but the inventor, not a but, because in fact, he's a licensed plumber. He's a plumbing business owner, got in the ring. That's part of the 1% right there. Then he even took it further. All right. And I think it's just with his dad's advice of, okay, you've done this, you've done that, which is great. You succeeded. He recognized that. We're grateful for that. Hey, but don't stand still. You know what? You got this idea. You're working on it. Hey, see it to fruition, man. What great advice. And he is and has and is the inventor of the DoubleNut Driver. Okay, so go to DoubleNutDriver.com. let's get behind this and be part of that. That was great, man. It was a great episode.
That was very fun.
All right. All right. Yeah. Lovely Laura said that was a fun one. I've been looking forward to talking. So, hey, all right. Hey, love, have you like to know more about this? These kinds of things, the other episodes of Potty Talk Live, where you see this and other aspects help you with, tips, texts, techniques, talk for your plumbing business stuff. All right. Hey, I want to invite you to be part of my free Facebook group page, Plumbing Business Success Group. All right. So simply go to Plumbing Business Success Group, search for that on Facebook here. And we have a link here to say you put a link, we'll put a link down below. And, there'll be other videos there, other episodes of Potty Talk Live. You can rewatch this one with Vincent. And there's other videos and stuff there to help you with your plumbing business. So, hey, come be part of that group for the plumbing business owner. So there you have it. All right. I think that was a great episode. Hey, but I think it's about time to flush this episode of Potty Talk Live. Hey, but before we do, I want to remind you that you were purposely and wonderfully created, and you were created to do great things, just like Vincent, all right? Just like Vincent's dad was reminding him, all right? Because you are created to do great things. And when you're out there doing your thing, as always, plumb like a champion.